Well, I think it was a really good opportunity. I think it's a fantastic conference, and I really appreciate Property Week and the team putting this together, because it's a chance to talk to a huge number of investors in the housing market in one place at one time. And the private rented sector is an area where that institutional investment is so important and can be so important in driving forward the supply in the future. So it was a really good opportunity to talk to them about some of the things we're doing, what we're looking to do, and how we want to deliver it in the future. Well, I think it's a matter of partnership, actually, and I think the private sector certainly can take the lead on it, and I think really is starting to get really behind and developing the private rented sector. Our part to play is make sure that the framework is there, that the system can work, planning is able to deliver the houses we need, but also on the financing side, whether it's through the build-to-rent schemes or housing guarantee schemes that mean that good finance is available at really affordable prices to make some of these developments not just viable but attractive to investors as well. I'm probably going to just hold back from announcing our entire housing manifesto just yet. But I think we've been very clear about the fact that we want to see a really good mix across the market with different types of equity, with the shared equity, home ownership, with the benefits of the Help to Buy scheme. Over 50,000 people now on that housing ladder and moving up the housing ladder thanks to that. And in the private rented sector as well as shared equity. Make sure there's a really good offer out there to make sure the supply is coming through and to make sure the quality is right. Now, we did inherit a really failing market, and we've started to rebuild that. I think if you look at the figures now of housing construction starts, housing finishes and planning permissions coming through, we've turned the corner. We're seeing housing now at its highest level since 2007, hiring of staff in construction industry at its fastest rate since 1997, and we want to see that continue. There's work to do. We think what we've done is set that journey of travel. We want to see that work through. Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's a mixture of things, but underlying it in the sector has been around making sure that the land supply is there through the planning permissions that are growing, and those planning permissions are coming through the system now. The planning system is simpler than it's ever been. We've got the planning framework down from thousands of pages to just 50, so any of us can read it and actually understand it, and that plays an important part in the supply chain. We've got to make sure that financing is available and affordable, and our housing guarantee schemes, the build to rent fund, and the fact that our sensible dealing with the economy has meant that interest rates have been able to stay low, means that people can afford to finance to build. And that means that builders are getting back in the market. And the Help to Buy scheme, which is helping the consumers get onto the housing ladder, move up the housing ladder, also gives confidence to the developers and the investors to see that there is a market to sell to, and therefore gives them a reason to build. So it's about making sure that we join those pieces up. It's quite a complicated process. It's making sure we're on top of all of it and we don't let things slip.